Hi everybody and welcome to our February monthly update. The first thing I want to share with you is that we completed the upgrade in QPay. So there is a huge queue that there are a lot of operations coming from the last 2 weeks, mainly because of the staking rewards distribution. The token will be distributed as usual from next week on. This upgrade was mandatory to release the features we've been working on since long time. And this is the second news I want to share with you, that the Multichain is ready to be published. So today is the last confirmation on the test. From Monday on we upload in production the build, and then we just have to wait for the stores to approve it, and the Multichain will be released in QPay. It will be available to send and receive tokens, and in time we're going to add more and more tokens and more blockchain. Thank you everybody for your patience. I know it's been a bit struggling to wait this few days for this upgrade, but it was really necessary. The third news is that Eloy is completed. We are integrating the last provider. It's going to take 4 or 5 weeks to implement the API, and then once it's done, we test it and we're ready to release it. And now the questions. The first question is from Blish. There are already many projects like Travala and other working as payment ecosystem for travel industries. So my question is, what the main difference between you and other similar projects? The main difference is that what we're creating with KubeCoin and QPay is not really related to the travel sector. We use the travel sector for the adoption, but we are not in the travel industry from the payment system side. We are in the travel industry with FlyCube, and through FlyCube we try to expand. We try to make this payment method to be known. Blish has another question. Do you have enough fund to continue progress and dealing with bear market condition? I think the bear market is over. I hope so. And we never actually been dealing with the bear market in a contingency way, as we decided to spend the 1 year and a half of our efforts in development since before the bear market, and we continue to do it. And KubeCoin and QPay are backed up from the Cube ecosystem, so there's no way we need to deal with funds during a crisis situation in the crypto industry. Kivil Sim Delhi is asking, do you have any global plan for ETHCube and FlyCube? Do you plan to expand to foreign markets? FlyCube is in Europe, and we are expanding in new countries in Europe. What we're doing with the Eloy technology, we activating the expansion globally, and it's going to happen soon. ETHCube is a spin-off of FlyCube. We offer surprise dining experiences, and you can book your table, your surprise experience in the platform in your city. But what we're doing, the best part of ETHCube, that when you travel with FlyCube, and normally when you travel in a new city, you don't know where you go, you don't know where to eat. So what we're doing, we're replacing this problem with a surprise solution. We suggest you the restaurants you go into and provide a unique gastronomic experience. Lieber Joy is asking, how will the implementation of a new integration such as multi-chain capabilities and the revamp of the staking system to 2.0 enhance QPay's platform? With the multi-chain, the instant payments, and the staking 2.0, what we're doing, we are completing the adoption of KubeCoin. So the idea is that you can move all cryptocurrencies you want to our wallet, and then exchange with KubeCoin for the real use. So all the steps we're doing with this functionality are all leading to the adoption of KubeCoin in the real life. That's the main idea of everything we're doing. With staking 2.0 is a bit different because the functionality we have right now, it was a sort of experiment with a small amount of tokens to distribute for the staking. And what we're doing right now, we are decentralizing completely this functionality, and plus we adding more funds and more features, more perks if you stake KubeCoin with us. Evil Dead, what are your major goals to achieve in the next 3-4 years? What are your plans to expand and gain more adoption? The main goal here has been only one since the beginning, and it's our long-term vision is to make cryptocurrencies available in real life. That's why we call them digital currencies, utility token. We want them to be used, and all the efforts are meant for this. Gustavo, so some series of partnership that has been completed, which is fantastic, and I want to know, can you briefly describe the importance of these partners to the KubeCoin project, and also what does the team looks after before accepting the partner with companies and projects? We have different partnership because as we have a different ecosystem, so we have different providers, partners. So with KubeCoin, what we do, we released an API that you can integrate right now our payment gateway in your platform online, the one that we already have in FlyCube and EatCube. This is the first step, because also the main step, the second step is the instant payment through the app, mobile to mobile device, from the user to the provider, from the buyer to the seller. This API is already online and you can already send us an email. There is a public version, and then you need to send us an email to apply for the partnership. The idea is that you don't need to use only FlyCube or EatCube to spend your KubeCoin. Any other provider can use our API to connect and receive payments in KubeCoin. Right now, because of this huge upgrade, because of the multi-chain delay, these last 2 months we didn't work on any new partner because it involves the tech department, and the tech department was really busy. Once we release the multi-chain, again, we're going to start again to accept partners for the payment gateway. Bridge92 is asking if the KubeCoin community is considered the backbone. Security is also an extremely important factor. So is your KubeCoin project currently audited or not? How to convince that your security system is safe enough for investors as well as the community against hacker attacks? The security is provided by Cardano ecosystem, so from the Cardano blockchain. And what we're doing, we're creating layer 2 application on the blockchain. And with the multi-chain, we'll also integrate other blockchains to the one we already have, but still we are creating layer 2. So the security is guaranteed by the other blockchains. Gustavo Winter 31 is asking also, what is the governance mechanism of KubeCoin and how can the community participate in important decisions related to the development and evolution of the project? The KubeCoin is part of Cube ecosystem. We are basically a company, so all the decisions are taken from the top, from the board, until then there is me and the managers and the employees. So there is actually a company governance. So there is no decision taken from the community. What we do, we ask the community for help in our decisions to understand your point of view. So we highly consider your opinion, but there is no governance. It's not a DAO. This is a company-based project, so there's no governance for the community. But we don't discard at all the concept of governance in the future. You can see in the last stage of our roadmap that we want to decentralize all processes in our ecosystem. It's more a matter of security. We don't discard at all the idea of representation from the user, but we still need to consider that this project has been built in a company, with something that we can discuss definitely in a few years. Last question for Gustavo. All interesting question, I must say, from this user. Great achievements, great development, good adoption, undoubtedly great. But I would like to know what the biggest obstacles, limitation that KubeCoin faced in its development. How did you overcome them? And what did you learn from these experiences? It's been developing functionalities, automation for operational processes in FlyCube, in EatCube, in the other startups we have, it's been tough, but not that tough as in the blockchain world with KubeCoin. 3 years ago, we entered in this blockchain industry with really small knowledge of it, and we learned working on it. All the workflow, the documentation, the processes we have today is a result, a consequence of all the obstacles we've been facing doing something that we believe is so innovative, and we overcome them. This was the last question. To recap, multi-chain is ready, the upgrade is done, and we're going to release these things in the next days, so I'm really happy with that. Eloy is finally coming in a few weeks. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you in the next monthly update.